everyone, my name is NewFlowerGirl, but you can call me Demi, and welcome back to another Aftertalk video. So today we are back with another double Aftertalk video, and this one has two sprint race Aftertalks. And let's just say it was just crazy. So MotoGP and Formula 1. Yeah. So first of all, we're going to talk about MotoGP because you know, that's close to home. And then we're going to talk about Formula 1. So yeah. I hope you guys are ready for this. And by the way, guys, I'm recording this after the races have happened. So that's like 5 p.m. So NASCAR has not yet started for me. But I have been looking at where I can watch it. And I can just watch it on a YouTube live stream. And my dad actually also wants to watch it. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah. I'm excited. Anyway, sprint race for the MotoGP. So this sprint race did not start off in the way that you would hope it would start. This sprint race started off with a multi-driver crash in turn 2 that brought out the red flag, and the people involved were Frankie Morbidelli, Alex Marquez, Marco Bezzecchi, and Augusto Fernandez. So yeah, craziness, right? Crazy. And yeah, red flag was called because, you know, bike was on fire. And Bezzecchi was unconscious. Or he was just in a lot of pain. So yeah. The race then restarted. The original grid places were in place. All the drivers were able to do the restart. So that's a good thing. And then they all got through to the next round. Alex Marquez actually got the race was actually supposed to be 12 laps, but then it got shortened to 11. Alex Marquez crashed again 8 laps down, so he was like 4 laps further, and he also crashed at turn 2. Funny, right? So yeah, Miguel Laguna actually was called in to replace Marc Marquez. Yeah, Jonas Folger, he is still replacing Paul Espargaro. Yeah, it was actually said that Enea Bastianini was going to race, but he retired. He had withdrawn himself from that race because he was in too much pain. So yeah, only 7 Ducatis in the race still. And Stefan Bradl just testing. And then we have a guest appearance, Dani Pedrosa, after like a long time. Can't remember. I think 2018. Yeah, 2018 was his last season in Formula 1 in MotoGP. So it has been a while for him. But he had been doing some tests for KTM, and that's what he drove on, factory KTM, and he drove himself to a solid P6. The winner was a KTM, Brad Binder. Then second, Francesco Bagnaia, and third, Jack Miller. The other retirements were Shikaki Nakagami 8 laps down, Alex Marquez 8 laps down, Aleix Espargaro 6 laps down, and Juan Mir 4 laps down. That man should just quit at Honda. I'm sorry. That Honda is too powerful for him. So that was Saturday. Now we're gonna go Sunday. So Moto3 race. Retirements were David Salvador. He had a big shunt, big high side, but he has been declared fit, which is good. He did land like full foot down on the tarmac, and I thought like, yeah, that must be a broken foot, but no. Ricciardo Rossi and Kaito Toba. Yamanaka crashed as well, and Colin Fire, he crashed as well. But those last two I named they did finish the race. We are missing one name here. Well, yeah, we are missing one name here. David Munoz. Let's just say that he broke his heel, his left heel. So he is out of the competition for quite some time because that heel, he needs it a lot. Needs it to walk. It's basically resting on that. His heel is basically resting on the foot thingy, foot support on the bike. So yeah, it's a good call that they said, you know, you're unfit, and yet you can race with 2 broken ankles. Am I right, Aleix Espargaro? One name has returned, which is Joel Kelso. He is back after that horrible ending to the first race after the flag fell. But yeah, he's back. He's not as fast as he should have been, but he finished a solid P18. Yeah. Denis Onchu, 9th. The winner was the winner from last race, Ivan Ochola. Then second, David Alonso, his best result in Moto3. And third, Hyama Masia. So yeah. This was a good race, to say the least. Then off to Moto2. I'm basically having it on the app, all the results. I'm going to be doing that from now on, because like it's easier to look up and faster. To be honest, in all the classes, I feel like there are not so many people that crashed. Again here, only 3 people crashed out of the race. One of them was Celestino Vietti. He had a big hit. He flew into the air fence and then had his bike against him. So that's a big hit. Luckily, they don't race next week. Sean Dillon Kelly also crashed, and I Ogura crashed. Let's see the Dutchies. Zonta, P23. It's alright. And then Boben Schneider, P17. Yeah, that's not actually where he's supposed to be. In my opinion, he's supposed to be like 7th, 8th, 9th. But yeah. Things can't... You don't always get things your way. Well, the rookies, the world champion of the Moto3 last year and the runner-up, we'll talk about them now. And the runner-up to that one. Isaac Guevara, P22. He was a world champion of last year in the Moto3. Then we have the P3 from last year, Moto3. Dennis Foggia on P18. And then the runner-up from last year, Moto3, Sergio Garcia in the points at P11. Then the podium. Sam Lewis won the race. Then second, Pedro Costa, and third, Alonso Lopez. So we got to hear the British national anthem. And my throat is starting to dry up again. This is not good timing, thank you. And now we're going to go to the MotoGP 4 race. Can I just say, like, why did they have to start this race again with another red flag? I mean, come on. So the people involved in this crash were Miguel Oliveira, Fabio Quartararo, and where is he? Oh yeah, he crashed out of the race as well. Marco Bezzecchi. Miguel Oliveira was unfit to race. Bezzecchi didn't crash, but Quartararo did crash. And let's just say that those two that did crash, they crashed hard. I mean, the air balance was just broken. And as soon as I saw who it was, I was like, no. Is he unconscious? And then the red flag got called, and yeah. So Miguel Oliveira had the biggest hit, and he got brought to the medical center, and I believe he got a dislocated shoulder or a broken collarbone, but we'll have to see later on. Keep an eye out for my Twitter if I haven't retweeted it already. So then they restarted it. Quartararo was able to rejoin the race because, you know, in the MotoGP they all have two bikes. Each driver has two bikes. So, like, in these kind of scenarios, you can change bike. Or, like, if there's a rain, if there's rain predicted, you can have one bike set for a rain setup. And if there's a flag-to-flag race, you can then switch bikes when the white flag is shown during the race. That's basically how it goes. Yeah. So at the restart, Miguel Oliveira was not there. He was at the hospital, probably watching it. Juan Mir crashed. Should really quit there. Alex Rins crashed. Then Marco Bezzecchi, Joan Zarco, and Maverick Vinales. Now, Vinales didn't actually crash. He just had his chain flew off his bike. So yeah, don't know how that's supposed to happen. So from the incident that happened during the sprint race, Franco Morbidelli was held responsible for it, and he received a long lap penalty. Then for the incident that happened at the start of the feature race, the main race, the Sunday race, Quartararo was held responsible, even though, in my opinion, he got sandwiched between Oliveira and Bezzecchi. So I don't know where the responsibilities lie, but at least they did the race control, race direction did do their job right by immediately jumping onto the axe, like, right, let's see what happened here, let's investigate it. Okay, it's his fault, let's give him a long lap. So both Yamaha drivers got a long lap. Quartararo actually ended up doing two because he, coming out of the long lap, he went on the green. Or the blue. I can't remember what the outside of that bit was. Because Jerez has two different colors of exits for the, you know, yeah. The winner of the main race was Francesco Bagnaia after a massive fight with Brad Binder. And then third was Jack Miller, so KTM has something to celebrate with. Danny Pedrosa, P7, so the three main KTMs in the top 10. Quartararo ended up driving back to P10. and Franco Morbidelli to P11. So both of the drivers were in the points. But yeah, what a crazy race. Next race for them is May the 14th, so in 2 weeks. And then they are at Le Mans. So yeah, in France. Now we're gonna go to the Formula 1. It's not in my recently used apps. Weird. So yeah, let me fire up that app. Continue to app. Okay. So they now have a different layout to the weekend. So on Friday you have practice 1, just practice, they should actually call it, and then qualifying for the Sunday race. Then on Saturday you have the sprint shootout, which is qualifying for the sprint race, hence the sprint shootout. And that is actually for sprint shootout is actually half the time of what normal qualifying is. And then you have sprint race, and then on Sunday you have the main race. That's how it is. So we're just gonna jump into sprint race. So top 8 get points. I forgot to mention in MotoGP the top 9 get points. So only one driver did not make it to sprint race, and that was Logan Sargent. He had a crash in the sprint shootout. That was so severe that the mechanics didn't get it done in time. The only driver that did not finish the sprint race but did start it was Yuki Tsunoda. He hit the wall just before turn 15, which is esports corner. That's what it's nicknamed as, not the official name. And basically his rear right suspension failed after that, and the car basically got sent out in an unsafe condition. It's like they thought, like, yeah, it's fine, we can send him back out, but no, they should have just retired it. But nonetheless, he did make it back to the pits. So yeah. Ocon had to start from the pit lane because they took his car. The mechanics took his car out of Parc Fermé rules. And basically, if you take your car out of Parc Fermé rules, you basically have to start from pit lane to make it fair. Yeah. De Vries had a crash in Friday qualifying. His car basically got stuck. Gasly, he did not have the best of times. Practiced, his car was on fire. Literally, not figuratively. And then right after it was green, he crashed again in qualifying. So yeah, not too well. Lando had a hard time in sprint, P17. Piastri did well, P10. Not in the points though, but hey, what can you do about it? The winner was Sergio Perez. He is the straight circuit master. Then Charles Leclerc, who was on pole position, and then Max Verstappen, who actually had an incident with George Russell, and I actually have a photo of it. It's actually turned into a meme, to be honest. It's in Twitter. So I'm hoping you guys can see it. So that's basically what the car of Max looked like. Basically at that track. Just don't think about that Russell in there. It's a meme, alright? Someone turned it into a meme. So yeah, that happened then. And basically the excuse George used was, I had no grip. To which Max replied, mate, we all have no grip. You just have to leave a space. Famous phrase by Fernando Alonso, all the time you have to leave a space. So yeah, but there was no under investigation to it, no notice, so I think they just deemed it as race incident. Yes, so now we're gonna go to the race. This race was met with one safety car, and that safety car was from Nick de Vries. He hit the wall, going into a corner. I don't know which corner, probably 6. No. Straight 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn 5. I'm just visualizing the track, alright? Baku is one of the easiest tracks to visualize. So yeah, he basically hit the wall going into 5, and his suspension failed. And then Joe also retired. He had a mechanical issue. Points for McLaren. They actually brought an update to Baku. And yeah, Lando got 2 points. Piastri, not any points, but he did got P11, so that's good. Ocon and Hulkenberg actually started from the pit lane. And one thing I don't understand from Alpine is why leave Ocon out till like the last lap and then box? Just why? Why? I mean, come on. What if they called an early red flag, and the stewards don't seem fit, don't think like, let's not resume it because like only 1 lap. Like you could get disqualified. It's risky business. Same for Hulkenberg. He even had a very slow stop of 6.4. That's too slow. I'm sorry, mate. Yuki Tsunoda got points as well. Yeah. The winner was Perez, then Max Verstappen, and third Charles Leclerc. And needless to say, no puncture. No one got a puncture. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah. This race was alright. Next week we do have another race, which is Miami. So at my time, it is gonna be this is just gonna be a normal weekend. So yeah, May the 5th to May the 7th. So keep that marked in your calendar. And yeah, that's it. That's it. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this after talk. I'm gonna go and drink something because my throat is probably gonna die if I keep talking more. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please hit the like button. Also consider subscribing if you don't want to miss any more of these after talks or any other videos. And also if you have a suggestion on what I should react to, just go to my latest reacting to video and comment whatever it is. Just make sure that I won't get copyrighted for it. Or make sure that, yeah, that it's PG. Because I'm a PG YouTuber. So, yeah, that's it from me for now. And I shall see you guys in another video. Bye!